What's up, guys? It's your boy JohnPick with Sharp Bets DFS, back with another video to help you make money on PrizePicks, Underdog, Sleeper, Thrive, and many other platforms today. But first, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any more of our videos that we'll be putting out on a daily basis. And check out that pinned link in the comments below. It's a Patreon link. It'll be in the comments, the first comment down there. We're either for $14.99 or $29.99. That's VIP or VIP Plus. You'll find a Patreon link that'll get you instant access to our Discord. Now, that's where you'll find all the tips, advice, players to tail, tickets to tail, anything and everything you could possibly need to succeed on PrizePicks, Underdog, Sleeper, Thrive, and many other platforms today. Happy Turkey Day. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. I hope you're out there having some turkey and pumpkin pie and cranberry sauce and hanging out at your aunt's house and sneaking around the corner to smoke a doob with your cousin, whatever it is that you're doing to celebrate this Thanksgiving. Got some really nice picks for you guys. 4 games. It's a Thanksgiving tradition. The Lions are going to play. The Cowboys are going to play. The Red Commanders are going to play. It's just what they do, right? So we're going to get into that in just a minute, like I said, but first, I want to remind you guys, check out the pinned link, guys. Come join the Discord if you want all of our Thanksgiving Day turkey tickets. Come join us, guys. Super affordable. There's not a better time to join. We got both the NFL and NBA in full swing right now, so come join us. Come get this money with us. Let's rob PrizePicks together. Help us bankrupt PrizePicks. Nothing would make me happier. Let's do it by Christmas. Huh? Let's make it happen. So, not going to try to take up too much of your time in this video here, but I am going to give you some really, really nice picks and some pretty good evidence as to why they are. First one, I'm going to call this the duh pick. If you haven't already used this up, I'm not sure if you can use this up. It may be like one of those promos that is endless. And if that's the case, man, use the heck out of it. Christian McCaffrey to go over 1/2 rushing receiving yard. I don't need to justify that. Do it if you haven't yet. So there's pick 1. No evidence needed there. Pick number 2 is a receiving yards. The rest of this is from the night game, Christian McCaffrey, but here's the beautiful part about the other picks I'm going to be giving you. They're all from the early game at 11:30. That's where the best value is right now that we found on the board. All of the odds are amazing, and I've got some of those written down over here so I can tell you exactly what those are. But I've got the Christian McCaffrey free play and then 4 additional. So just in case one of those 4 additional bumps, you have one that you can put in. So let's get into it. Like I said, I've got the odds right here so I can tell you all about them. We're going to start from the best odds and move our way down. So best odds according to DraftKings is going to be for, where is the dang, they've kind of, oh, I'm already on it. David Montgomery to go over 5.5 receiving yards against the Packers. So, 6 yards, guys. 6 yards. Now, Montgomery, totally understandable if you're thinking, oh, well, he's not the receiving back. It's going to be Jahmyr Gibbs, right? Jahmyr's the way to go if you're going to go receiving. Well, again, not according to the odds, fellas. Check this out. On the 19th against Chicago, he had 22. Then 0 against the Chargers. I don't think he played that game. Oh, he sure did. He just didn't have any receptions. That's okay. But on the 15th before that against Tampa Bay, 19 receiving yards. The 8th against Carolina, you got 20. I know I'm spinning it here. Sorry about that. But here's the big one. Here's the one I really like. Is on the 28th against Green Bay, 20 yards. So for him to get 6, boom. Plus minus 140 on DraftKings. I hope you guys are able to lock this in before, you get to the video, when you wake up in the morning and it's already bumped. I hope that doesn't happen to you. These are the best odds, so most likely to bump. Lock it in as soon as you possibly can. David Montgomery over 5.5 receiving yards. Again, if you go over here, I always say don't use the last 5 as the ultimate evidence. Let's move on over to StatMuse. 22 yards, 19, 20, 27 before that. So He's actually only missed this line twice all year long. The first week 1 against KC, and then a couple weeks back against the Chargers. So boom, lock it in. David Montgomery over 5.5 receiving yards on Turkey Day. Next is a receptions prop, a very, very low one, and that's Josh Reynolds. Same team, same game. Let's see what he's done in his history here. So it looks like we average around 1.8 for the last 5 that PrizePicks provides us so graciously. But let's go over here and double check, make sure we're good to go. Against Chicago, 2 targets, 1 reception. Against the Chargers, 4 targets, 2 receptions, so he went over. Against Las Vegas, 1 target, 1 reception. Great percentage there, but not quite where we need it to be. Now before that, the 4 weeks before that, boom, hit every week. So against Baltimore 2, Tampa Bay 3, Carolina 4, but here's the most important one again. Against Green Bay, got himself 3. 6 targets. The second highest target total of the year for him was against Green Bay. So boom, there it is. He caught himself 3. We need him to catch 2 tomorrow morning. Let's make it happen, guys. Lock it in. There's your 2 Lions. We've also got 2 Green Bay Packers. Let's take a look at those. The first one being Romeo Doubs. All right, this man's been beasting as of late. As you can see, he had 5 against the Chargers, 3 against. So he hit the line here against the Chargers. Let's move over to his stat news as well. Right, so 5 against the Chargers, 3 against Pittsburgh, but you know, it happens. That's okay. Against the Rams, also just 3. Minnesota 4, so he went over the line. That's good. Denver 2 again. Yikes. Vegas only 1 catch. Hey, what's going on here? Oh, well, will you look at that? Had himself 13 targets and 9 receptions the last time they played the Lions. Detroit, 9 catches on 13 targets. I like the looks of that. Las Vegas agrees, and DraftKings agrees. So lock it in, guys. It's pretty simple. There's really not a whole lot to go over here. Dobbs has, again, been a beast. By far his highest total of the year against those same Detroit Lions he'll be playing tomorrow. And I mean by far. 4 more than the second highest total of receptions he had all year long. 4 is what we need him to get. And he had 4 more than his highest total. You get it. Lock it in, guys. Romeo Doubs over 3.5 receptions against the Lions in the early game on Turkey Day. Last but not least, if one of these 3 here, this is our main ticket, I'd say. Montgomery over 5.5 receiving yards, Josh Reynolds over 1.5 receptions, Romeo Doubs over 3.5 receptions. So 2 scenarios that you may need this last pick in. If you've already used up your McCaffrey discount here, or if one of these bumps, then you can absolutely insert Mr. Patrick Taylor to go over 9.5 rush yards. And I hear you barking, big dog. Who the hell is Patrick Taylor? Well, let me tell you. He's a running back for the Green Bay Packers, number 1. Number 2, he's 3rd string as far as the depth chart. A little iffy, right? 9.5, he needs to get 10 total yards. That's a low number, but he's number 3 on the depth chart. I don't know, John. Is that really a great decision? So, what I failed to mention is that Dobbs is minus 125 on DraftKings, and Reynolds is minus 135. So, all great odds, very low numbers. That's what we really like about this, because you're going to be, you don't want those big numbers. You're going to have some big numbers in your caloric intake as is, right? Let's keep these numbers low so we can reach it easy, maybe reach it, within the first quarter so you can get yourself a nap in, eating all that turkey. Patrick Taylor, over 9.5 rush yards. Love it. Again, number 3 on the depth chart, so a bit concerning, but here's the good news. Aaron Jones is out. So that moves Patrick Taylor up to the second spot on the depth chart. Still a little concerning, right? Still has to get 10 yards. Green Bay's probably going to be playing from behind, so I don't know. 10 yards might be a little much. It's a tad concerning. Here's the other kicker. It's Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon is the other guy. He's your normal second string or second on the depth chart. And whenever Aaron Jones needed a rest, they put in A.J. Dillon. Well, they've both shifted up the ladder there, and A.J. Dillon is now the number 1 with Aaron Jones out, and Patrick Taylor's the number 2. I can imagine Patrick Taylor's going to get himself enough run, absolutely, to go over this 9.5 mark. So, again, let's look at his history. He's averaged 8.3, but that's with 2 games in the 4 that he's been active for and suited up, and averaging 8.3 in 4 games where 2 of them were one of them was against Atlanta where he gained 1 yard, and the other one was against Miami where he gained absolutely nothing. So to have that average of 8.3, that means against Chicago he had 22, and against Minnesota he had 10. And that's where we need him to get. So, bam, guys. Hadn't played Detroit this year like our other Packer Dobbs, who had the season high 9 catches. But then again, Patrick Taylor. Detroit is a very tough run defense. I'll admit that, but the odds are in our favor again at -120 on DraftKings, so we like that as at least your bump replacement or Christian McCaffrey, I've already used it all up replacement. So there's your 4 picks with 1 bonus. The first being the derp pick at Christian McCaffrey over 1.5 rush and receiving yard. Your second being David Montgomery over 5.5 receiving yards. Josh Reynolds over 1.5 receptions. Romeo Dobbs over 3.5 receptions. And Patrick Taylor over 9.5 rush yards. Again, Taylor, use it, don't use it, up to you. These are your main 4 here. If you've already used up McCaffrey, insert that Taylor rush. You could even go Taylor receiving. So let's take a real quick look at that. Don't think that's bumped yet. Yeah, so Taylor is only at 10.5 receiving. Again, he's going to be the second string or kind of like the third down back. As far as I understand, it may be a situation where Dillon is actually the third down back and Taylor takes the starting spot. I doubt that'll happen, but it's a possibility. I've seen it happen before. Either way, both of these numbers are very low. They both have decent odds. I'm a little bit more partial to the rushing, so definitely go there if you need a bump replacement or you've already used Christian McCaffrey up. Other than that, I'm repeating myself. It's late. I'm tired. But I did want to get you these valuable picks out as early as possible. Lock these in, guys. Hope you and your family have a great Thanksgiving. Gobble, gobble, and we'll see you next time. I'm JohnPick with SharpBets DFS. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any more of our videos that we'll be putting out on a daily basis. And check out that pinned link in the comments below. That's where for either $14.99 or $29.99, VIP or VIP Plus, you'll find a Patreon link that'll get you instant access to our Discord. All right, until next time, guys, again, enjoy your turkey, enjoy your football, and let's get that money, son.